Down in the Den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Welcome to Down in the Den. It's your boy Marz, and we are back with another stellar episode, always with the most illustrious guests, and today is no different. With me, I have a songbird of the highest level, a true artist, and I'm so stoked to have her here right in the den to introduce her to all of the den mates around the world. Sarah Centeno. Sarah, thank you so much. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we here at the Den, we love the artist. And when I discovered your talent online, I said, holy cow, she can sing. She's phenomenal. So I'm so happy that you could carve out a little bit of time. I know you're busy. I know you have a gig tonight. So we're going to have some fun and get through this. And I am so grateful for you to join us.
I appreciate it now. I'm excited too.
You're very welcome. So a tradition here, I'm a big nerd. I grew up reading comic books, watching every cartoon, going to every Marvel movie. It's something that is near and dear to my heart. And I always say we always fall into one of three categories. We're either the hero, we're either the villain, or we're either the anti-hero. But either way, we play that role in our story. And every hero, every villain, every anti-hero has an origin story. So what is yours? How did you discover your talent and your ability to sing like you do?
So it's a long story, but so I'm 25, and when I was about 10 years old, I remember this moment like crystal clear. So you know how sometimes you remember these moments when way back when, but they're only in snippets, right? So
Sure.
When I had this GMC pickup truck, I was sitting in the back and I had this Disney CD that my parents had gifted me, but it was like the updated Disney tracks with Raven Simone, Jesse McCartney, all of the, like the 90s kind of
Yes.
people. But anyway, so
Cheetah Girl time period.
Yes, Cheetah Girl. Yeah. And so Raven Simone sang a song on this track, on this CD. And she, she's got a riff, she's got her, she's pretty, skilled. And so my parents heard me singing that song verbatim. And I would ask them, play it again, because I wanted to be able to do everything that she did on that track. And they realized, oh my God, our 10-year-old can riff, our 10-year-old has amazing vibrato, she has great tone, like she's probably going to be a singer. And so from then on, they put me in competitions. Lots of competitions in San Antonio. I won a few of them, most of them, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of training. I was vocally trained for about 12 years of my life. So as soon as they found out and they kind of knew, like, this is worth putting our money in to, they had me in Vocalist. So I was trained by two vocal artists here in San Antonio. One of them was a gospel singer. So that's where I get that, that growling and all that
growl.
That, soulful side, and then the other one's classical. So that really gave me a really good mix vocally to be able to go down several different avenues. There's not really a certain like genre I enjoy singing most. I can even like do opera stuff. Like I've done plays and stuff, but my parents wanted me to be able like to do anything. And so I can do anything. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. And that's how they figured out that I was a singer. And then from then on, I've been gigging every weekend since I was 12 years old.
Wow.
My whole life I met my husband in a band in high school. So, that tells you enough, right? Like, that's my whole life is performing and singing. So other than my family, but
Well, you know what? That is a awesome story. And by my calculations, that's started at 10, 25. So that's 15 years of really just the majority of your life. And shout out to the parents for being so supportive. We have a lot of young artists, some older artists, but some young artists. And I always tell people, I used to rap when I was younger and I was extremely good at it. But I'm a bit older. I'm 40. So in the 90s, hip hop was very kill, kill, bang, bang, murder, murder. So living in my truth with both parents in the house, being a Boy Scout, being a nerd, being an honor roll student, it was hard for me to continue on that trend.
Yeah.
So I love hearing when parents support their children at a very young age. So shout out to the parents
They're
for
amazing.
recognizing that. Absolutely.
I wouldn't be like who I am as good as I am if it wasn't for, I mean, they're going to my gig tonight. So they go any gig that they can make it to still, they are there. So
Shout out. Well, I love it. I love hearing that story because our parents, they don't know just one positive reinforcement, how that can bloom into, a flower of a career or a future. So that's super dope. That's super dope. Now, your voice is phenomenal. You're racking up a ton of views on the TikTok, as I call it. As a 40-year-old, I call it the TikTok. I haven't topped too many ticks.
I don't even know much about it.
I'm trying to learn. I don't get the algorithms and everything. I've never felt so old, even though like I said, I'm only 40. I feel like I'm 105. But you mentioned that you have classical training, you have gospel. I've seen you do multi genres. What is your go-to song when you want to just really blow people away? Is there one particular song that just breathes something in you that you just love, your go-to tune?
Oh yeah. So I kind of like grew up listening to Whitney Houston a lot. And so when I would do competitions and stuff like that, that was my go-to song. I wouldn't do it over and over again in every competition, but most competitions that I did do that song, I Have Nothing, and that's kind of the song that I do all the time. I Have Nothing. It's always been an amazing song for people. It's really hard, but I've like mastered it over the years. So that would be my go-to is Whitney. Anything Whitney, really, anything Whitney.
And you're a singer, not a singer, a singer when you can do Whitney because she's one of those artists that if you don't have the pipes, just leave it alone. It's not for everybody. I even more than hip hop, I love actual singing and vocal. My favorite, probably top three artists are probably Freddie Mercury, who had like this crazy.
I know Freddie Mercury.
Oh, I love Freddie Mercury. MJ, of course. I'm an 80s baby, so MJ is phenomenal. And probably Prince or so, just because of this musicality. So those are my top three. So Whitney is right up there. She's one of those people that are just
She's amazing. Amazing. So, she's amazing.
As a creative, as an artist, I personally find one of the most pleasurable aspects is the collaboration. Working with other creatives, I feel that gives you a little bit more spark than if you're just there by yourself. Who is a dream collaboration that if someone came to you and said, we're going to make this happen today, who's that dream artist that you would love to work with?
Oh man, that's a good question.
If you can narrow it down to one.
If I can narrow it down to one, it would depend on the genre. But honestly, like with my genre, female or male?
It could be either one. Whatever one of each. You can have one of each.
Okay, one of each. Probably for female, I would choose Pia Toscano. You might not know her, but she's a phenomenal vocalist. She does lots of Las Vegas shows. She's a big belty singer, and I listen to her a lot, and so she's really good to learn from. I would go crazy if I got to sing with her. Male, maybe PJ Morton. I love PJ Morton. Anything that he puts out, I'm like, oh, but yeah, probably those two.
That's a hell of a list. Now, you mentioned that you've been gigging pretty much since you were 12 years old, which is phenomenal to have that experience. What do you prefer, creating or performing? What is it, creating a song from scratch? Is that something that, like, to you is just fulfilling, or is it just going out, even if it's not your song, just going out there in front of a crowd and just really belting? Which one do you prefer?
I mean, with both come different feelings. I always tell my husband that if I'm not performing, even for like a week or two, I start feeling a little off, just like personality wise, just like my whole like persona is just a little off, But hold on, this thing just popped up. But creating, I don't play an instrument, right? So I'm not playing, I've never learned to play an instrument, and I've always wanted to. It's just, my parents focused on singing, dancing, performing, stage presence, and that was my thing. So I kind of carried that on with me. I never had time to take up another skill because I was so focused on getting good at what I do now. But I am starting to create a little bit more, and I do like that feeling. It's a little frustrating to me because it doesn't come as easily to me as, let's say, a musician that plays 3 to 4 instruments, or at least 2 or 1, you know. So it's a little tougher for me because I have to depend on other people. But I'm getting there. I'm getting to that part where I'm like, yes, that sounded so good. I can't wait for people to hear this. Like, I think this is going to be great. But if I were to choose between 2, I would definitely choose performing, because that's my life. I mean, like, I don't know who I am without performing. So yeah,
and it comes natural. Like I said, an eagle flies, a fish swims. So when it comes natural, I feel that's going to always give you that little bit of spark, something over anything else.
For sure.
Now, we always play a few games to get your official Den Mate stamp, because we're not just a podcast, we're not just a talk show. We're a family of creatives, and so to earn that, we play a few games. It's a little fun. So one game that we play is called Musical Mount Rushmore. Here's the setup. The aliens have just invaded, and for some reason, the only thing they care about is good music. And they've come to you, and they said, Sarah, we need 4 artists. We need 4 artists from any genre, alive or dead, that we can listen to their catalog, and we will say Earth is worthy of saving. So it's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
We need 4. Who goes on your musical Mount Rushmore?
Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Oh, come on, Sarah. I mean, if it's our lives, I mean, on stake, I'm gonna put the best ones out there. Stevie. Who else, man?
I mean, those 3 alone, I think we're safe. But absolutely, I'm digging this list. We need one more.
Probably, if we want all genres covered, we'll do Aretha Franklin. No, I take it back. Ella Fitzgerald. Yes.
Ooh.
To cover that. Yeah.
I think we're good. Oh my God. Oh wow. That's a hell of a list. This is the first Ella. I'm going to have to check the tapes, but I think this is the first Ella. Being from Virginia, she was from Virginia. I love Ella Fitzgerald. So awesome. So now you mentioned you've been gigging, and your videos on YouTube and are phenomenal. Just really I saw one recently you released. It was a collaboration. I think it was a PJ Morton remake or whatever, which was just chef's kiss. It was phenomenal.
Thank you.
What else are you working on right now besides your gigs and besides performing for your videos? What else do we have in store for you?
Yeah, so I've actually been in the studio for the past like 5 to 6 months writing. I have 3 songs completely done. Be expecting a single release from me probably within the next month. It's just a very weird time with Christmas because it's very weird for artists to put out their own original music when Christmas is here because people expect Christmas things. Right. So I'm kind of in the works of maybe doing another Christmas music video for people because a lot of people want it, but I just don't know if I'm going to, if I have enough time, because usually when I do videos like that, I do them a month ahead and then I release them. So it's a lot of scheduling, making sure people are available. But in regards to things that I'm for sure going to release, I'm going to be releasing a single that'll be off of my EPK. It's going to be a 5-song EPK, probably be released in the next 2 to 3 months. Depending on how the single goes and everything. But we'll have some music videos with it. I'm hoping to do some more shows to promote it. Things like this. This is awesome because I get to talk about it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. I might do one more collaboration with my friend Ada Box. She's another artist here in San Antonio that I did a collaboration with, and it blew up. It did really good, and people want us to do another one. So it's just, I'm not sure yet. I'm the only one that controls everything I do and when I release. So it's a constant what should I put out in the next few weeks? I don't have anybody helping me. It's just me. So, but for sure, a single release, for sure. For sure.
Awesome. Well, we will look out for it because once again, when I say you're one of the most phenomenal voices I've heard in a very long time, I mean it with the utmost sincerity. So we're going to be excited for those EPs, that EP and the single, and we'll be promoting here on the Den because we love our Den mates for sure. So now the final game. You're about to get your Den mate stamp, which means you're going to be affiliated gang for life, which comes with all the benefits of usually a fairly cheap T-shirt, but lots of promotion and lots
I love T-shirts.
Absolutely. We always send T-shirts out to all of our Den mates. So, have you ever played Song Association?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
So, I will give you the rules and we'll see if it's familiar. I reserve this game only for the best vocalists because we got to give the people just a little taste. If they haven't heard you, we have to give them a little taste. So the rules are simple. I'm going to
sing?
We're going to get a little piece, just a little.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you a word, and then you will have 10 seconds to think of a song with that particular word in the lyric or the title. So, for example, if the word was star, you could say "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." I forgot the lyrics, but yes, "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star."
Yeah.
Now the thing is, there's only 3 rounds.
So I'm scared. I'm gonna look like a dummy.
Which means failure is not an option. If you miss 2, that's automatically.
Good, easy words, and I'll get you some songs.
The words were pre-selected before we started, so I don't know if they'll be easy, but I think you will get them. In fact, I'm confident that you will. So, are you ready?
No, I'm not ready, but let's do it anyway.
This is for all the marbles. So you need some water. Do you need to do?
I feel so bad if I don't come up with anything. But I'm really bad at games because I'm bad at thinking very fast.
We'll edit it. We'll get you another word. It's no problem. We'll fix it. It's fine.
Okay.
So, word number 1. Remember, it can be in the lyric or the title.
Okay.
That word is broken.
Darn it. I'm thinking of one. Broken hearted. It's not over. We can start again. Something like that, right?
Hey, Brandy would be
broken?
Yeah, that works. It just has to be the word. So that's 1 point. We're almost there. We're a third way through. I'm terrible at fractions. I think that's right. All right, here we go. Word number 2.
Okay.
Believe.
Miracles always happen when you ask. And it's easy to believe to your feet.
Yeah. Awesome. I wish I had some champagne to pop. I haven't sent you. That's not to say, but that's fine.
I can't believe I'm actually doing okay.
Hey, technically you passed. That's a 66%. So you're already good to go. The final word for all the marbles is run. R-U-N, run.
I wanna run to you. Ooh, I wanna run to you. Right?
Hey, that's 100%. That is perfect. Oh my God, Dimmix, did you hear that? Did you hear? My dog's barking because he's excited. He's like, that was phenomenal. He thinks Whitney's come in. I don't know.
Whitney, come back.
Oh my God, absolutely. That was phenomenal. Sarah?
Great, I'm glad. I can't believe I passed because I'm really bad at games, like so bad.
You passed with flying colors. You would be shocked when the pressure hits how many people are like, oh yeah, and you were very humble with it. I knew you were going to be a ringer, but you were very humble with it. We have people, I'm going to kill this, and the clock starts ticking, and they're just looking in the camera like, so phenomenal. Absolutely. So we have the EP coming within the next 2 months, single coming, gigging everywhere. You are a superstar, and I
Thank
wish
you.
nothing but the utmost success. I welcome you to the D.E.N Mate family. We are a close-knit community of creatives, so you'll be getting some information so we can get you that D.E.N Mate gear, get your shirt or a hoodie or something for the winter.
I'm excited.
Well, you're more than welcome. Let the people know you've earned it. You're official, like a referee with a whistle. So let the people know where they can find you, your social media, your details. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and those are my three main ones that I've had on my career. So Instagram is at Sarah Centeno Sings. It's SarahCentenoSings, and TikTok is the exact same thing. And then Facebook is just Sarah Centeno, as you would see it, I'm sure, on here where you're going to post it. So
yes. So we'll have, when we post this, we'll have all the stuff. There'll probably be
I couldn't choose my name on Instagram because somebody has my name already. So I had to get creative with it.
Well, it's fantastic. You are phenomenal. I wish you nothing but success. I hope you have I know you will have a fantastic gig tonight. I thank you so much for carving out some time. I know it gets hectic, so we thank you so much.
Appreciate it. No, thank you for having me. I think this is awesome what y'all do. I mean, there's not a lot of outlets like this, and I think that y'all paving a way for artists and stuff like that, especially original artists. I mean, that means the world. So you're doing a service to us. So thank you.
Well, thank you. You almost made a tear drop to my cold little black heart. So thank you so much. So guys, I hope you check her out. We'll put all the social media details in the links below. But please check her out. She's phenomenal. I haven't steered you wrong. I'm batting 1,000 with the artists that we bring to you. And Sarah is one of the top notch. She's upper echelon. So please check her out. Subscribe to her social media. Talk her ticks or tick the talks. I'm old. I don't know exactly what that means, but make sure you tick the talks. Follow her, subscribe her, tell her Marz sent you. And Sarah, thank you so much for joining us here in the Den.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. And as we always end it, peace, love, unity, respect. Deuces.
Peace, everybody.
It's down in the Den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.